How openly one should discuss one's finances and money situation with family and relations? That's one hot question which came up in our last MegaMoney community inner circle call, and we had quite an extensive discussion on this topic. And that's why I thought like I will make a video on this topic and invite views and comments from our audience as well. Hi, I am Dinesh Kumar, and I have a MegaMoney community wherein I mentor my students regarding money management, how to make the most of the money that they have. And let's get back to the question: how openly one should discuss one's finances and money situation with family and relations. The topic that we were discussing in the inner circle call was related to the mindset related to the money and beliefs and conditioning we carry forward from our whatever we have learned from our parents, handling of money within our society and relations, the kind of handling of money that we have seen. And based on that, we also learn about money through that only. So one of the members of the community, he shared that during his childhood, he has seen his father not sharing much of the money situation with the family, and the noble motive behind this was that he didn't want to pass on the money related stress to the family, and that's why now this person also acquired the similar habit, considering that it's very good thing that one shouldn't pass on any stress to the family, and he wanted to shield the stress family from the stress, and that's why he wasn't discussing the financial situation with the family, and he is going through like a little tough situation. Now there can be pros and cons of any step that we take. The pro in this situation being that he is protecting his family from the stress, which is a very nice thing. The biggest con being the family doesn't know about the financial situation, and this person is trying to provide the best facilities and amenities to his family to the best, more than his capability, and that is causing him a lot of stress, and maybe he is going for debt also, which is not a good situation. And the other con which is going to be there is that since family doesn't know about the real situation, someday or other this debt bubble is going to burst, and at that time everybody in the family will be questioning that why didn't you share the situation to us transparently, and we could have made adjustments and all those things that will come up later, and again this person will be blamed. One more thing which happens is that if in relations, especially if with the spouse, uh, if the situation is not discussed transparently, it leads to it kind of erodes the relationship. Sharing information, when we share information with our spouse and close relations, it creates confidence, and transparency being there, it strengthens the relationship. And at any point of time, two heads are better than one. And if it is a family situation, both the spouses need to be actively involved in handling the situation. Not just that one spouse should feel that he is more empowered or he is wiser to handle the situation better. Now, when I asked this person how well he considered his life partner in terms of handling the situation, he said like he considered his spouse as like very mature and capable enough to handle the situation, but somehow he still didn't want to share the situation with her just to protect her from the stress. Another situation which can come up in such not sharing the financial situation transparently is that, and I'll quote an example incident for this, is unfortunately the husband passed away, and also didn't share the financial situation with the family, and all of a sudden family was in trouble, and from being well off they became like hand to mouth, and for nearly 1 or 2 years this kind of continued, and after that they came to know through an agent that the husband had a term insurance policy of nearly 2 cr cover, which the family didn't even know. So husband had made such a big arrangement for this kind of emergency situation, but just because that financial situation was not being discussed transparently or the information was not being shared, the family had to face such a tough situation. So again, this is an ideal situation I'm talking about, wherein information should be shared transparently with the spouse. But again, this person had a counterpoint, and it was a valid counterpoint that uh, some spouses, especially in the ladies, it has been seen. I don't mean to generalize it, but at times ladies don't want to take too much of participation in financial matters, and they leave it to husband to make the decision. So that's okay. Like based on one's own capabilities and understanding, so one can be primary decision maker and other can be secondary decision maker. But the more information is shared, the more both of them are empowered related to financial situation, the better it is going to be. Okay, another point which came up was like how much of the situation should be shared with the kids. Now, we want to shield our kids, we want to give them the best possible environment. But another thing which needs to be considered is that over-shielding them can lead to over-protectionism, and that's also not good. Finally, our kids also are going to grow up, and they need to handle the money situations that are going to come up in their life. And we may try to shield them, but they need to learn that there is limit to what is available, and based on that limit, one needs to adjust and make the most of it, and still lead a happy life. One doesn't have limitless supply of money. Supply of money is limited. That can be, even if it is going to be very high income coming in the family, still the supply of money is limited. And within that limited supply, if we manage the money well, we can make the most of it. Again, giving example of this person in my community, he made a promise to his son that if he performs well in the exam, he'll get him a nice PlayStation as a reward. It's a very motivating kind of thing which he is doing with the noble intention. But my proposal will be that he should be like giving a budget to his son that based on whatever the financial situation is, and let his son decide how he wants to make use of that budget. It is a very important thing that we need to teach to our children, because money management is a skill which is not taught as part of our education system. Children learn it from their parents or from their social environment, the way the money is being handled. And even if we don't share our financial situation with our kids, they are observing us, the way we make financial decisions. Even if we are not sharing the information, they are observing us and learning how to handle money, how the money is going to be handled. And since parents are the role models, they adopt either most of the practices what parents follow, or if they are going to be rebellious, they will start following the contrarian practices without actually understanding the logic why those decisions were taken. So as kids are getting mature, it's important to sit with them, discuss the financial situation with them, try and explain what's the logic behind the financial decisions that are taken. I'm not saying that big decisions can be shared all with them, but gradually they need to be educated just as they go through their classes to their higher grade. Same way related to financial decisions, they should be the more information should be shared with them so that they get to learn about the money management. Another good practice which needs to be adopted is giving kids pocket money and letting them enjoy independence about handling that pocket money. By handling that pocket money well, they will learn money management, how to save out of it, how to spend out of it, how to make the best use out of it. If we start giving them fixed pocket money every month or every week, whatever the frequency we want to follow, and based on whatever we are doing for our own money, same way they will start following, and we can teach them gradually and let them make some mistakes, because learning happens from mistakes also. So give them independence about how to handle that pocket money, and if they run out of pocket money because of some lavish expenses that they make, let them suffer a little bit of pain because of that, so that because of that pain also they will learn. Let's not try to pamper them, let's not try to overprotect them, so that the kids also can learn money. Another point that I want to make is that for if there are multiple people in a family who bring income, and so there can be joint pool of money which is used for the family's task or family's purpose, and there should be kept an individual bucket of money which one should use for one's own play, one's own education, one's own growth. So that separation needs to be kept so that one has one's own way of handling money, and there is a joint pool to handle joint pool of money. Typically, it has been seen in ladies, and again, this is an example I'm quoting from my community, wherein the lady was contributing all her income into the family's pool of money, and then she was left at the mercy of the rest of the family members to get whatever, and that basically killed her independence, which is not a good thing to have. One should be feeling empowered with the money one is having. And if there is only one person who is bringing home the money and the income, still the other life partner contributes in the home through his or her own task, and he or she is entitled to portion in the money for one's own task or whatever way the handling of money he or she wants to. So these are some of the pointers I wanted to share related to how the money discussion should be handled in the family. These are very important because money is a very important issue in our everyday life, and if we are not being transparent and open about money, it can harm our relations also. Of course, sharing everything 100% may not be possible, but just like in any other relation, we need to consider the transparency in financial matters also important in building good relations. So that's my views that I wanted to share based on the discussion that we had in our community. I invite you to share your comments below, what you feel about financial discussions happening in the family. I also invite you to join my MegaMoney community, be part of my group, be part of my community, and I will share more such money management related topics and discussions with you, so that money doesn't become a source of stress, it becomes a source of joy and happiness for all. That's all for now, and follow me for more such content. I'll keep bringing more such videos regularly. Thank you. Bye for now.